Today we're talking about color change. When you click on the mouse on the actual image, it goes through, it changes color as well as expression. So let me show you here real quick. So when you click on the face, it changes color and expression. So let me show you how to do that. So I went to, in the face object, there is several images of expressions, and it flips, animation flips. Each face expression has a number corresponded to it. So the first one is image 0, second image 1, third image 2, fourth image 3. So I went to add event, create, bring over a coded sheet, and it's saying that image underscore index is equals 0 semicolon. This means that it's going to be this image here, which is the switch face, because he is image 0. The image speed is going to be 0, so that means that it's not going to animate. It's going to stay static with the red face, because the red face is image 0. Then image number equals 0 semicolon. This basically represents, it's going to, when you click on it, it's going to jump to the next image. So you need this image number in there for you to click on the image and make it move from another color, another expression to the next. Otherwise it won't jump to the next image. So that's what the image number does. Is at 0 right now because it's called image 0, so he's going to be static on that red face. Alright, so in the step, I went out of event, clicked on step, went to coded sheet, and in here, disregard the screen. I'll talk about that in a minute. We're talking about the mouse click right now. So if mouse underscore check underscore button is released, MB, which represents mouse click, is clicked on the left. When the left mouse button's clicked, MB, that's what it represents. And position is meaning at the X and Y of the mouse object player, then make him do something. So and an image number is greater than, I believe, 4, then it's going to jump to the next number. And if mouse button MB right is clicked, this I'm not sure. I got this information from a different video I was watching on YouTube, but this needs to be in here, I think, because like I said, you have two buttons on the mouse. You have a left and right, but what you're going to do when you click on the left button on the mouse, it's going to move from one image to the next, and this is kind of irrelevant because when you click on the right, it doesn't do anything, but you need that in there for the image to work, move from one image to the next. So it's basically saying that it's going to move, this is going to help it move from one image to the next, and it has to be equal to 1, or I do not keep this at 0 because it's not going to work. You have to have it greater than 0, which is going to be the 1. Open bracket, in bracket, semicolon. And then if you click, these two equals represents that it's going to check the image if it's there, and it's going to perform the task when you click on the image. So it's going to decipher from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 because I have 4 images in there. And then it's going to go back to 0, meaning it's going to go back to the red face again. Once you click on the last image, which is 4, you click on it again, it's going to go back to 0, which is the mad face, the red face. So that's what it represents. And I apologize there, I guess some of the code cut off there in the video, but I will add that in the description in YouTube. So this code basically means that it's going to move from one image to the next when you click on it. And this is the sequence that's going to happen. this green information up here is if you want to do it through the keyboard. So I would grayed all that out by using 2 slashes to make it green, so it's not going to work in the game. Then activate this code here, which means the same thing as the below code, but these 2 strands are different, which means that it's going to work when you press the space bar. So if keyboard checks press the V key space, I don't even think space, I think it's got to be called space bar, but I will change this to enter instead. And image number is greater than 4, image number plus equals 1, semicolon in brackets. So all this information is the same that's stated below, except for this is the keyboard check instead. So these 2 lines right here are the only thing that has changed, which this one talks about keyboard, the one below talks about mouse. So when I hit the enter button, it's going to go through image 0 to 1 to 2 to 3, and then it's going to go back to 0, which means it's going back to the red face. So when I play this, when I click on it, it doesn't do anything, but when I press the enter button, it goes through the colors and expressions and then goes back to the red face again, which is image 0. And like I said, that's it. There's only one image here that makes it go through all those images, which is right there in the Sprite. So this is probably a good starter for creating inventory or some other method you want to try. And I'll put the code in the description in YouTube and give you the GMX file so you can play around with it. Thanks for watching.